Hey guys, what's going on? Today I want to harvest my onion seeds, and as you can see here, the onions are already ready for the seed harvest. So on this flower head you can see the black seeds. They are already falling down. Okay, so as you can see, the seeds are falling out already. So some are still in here, and with the time the seeds are going to fall out. And yeah guys, so these small seeds are onion seeds. So I have to harvest this flower head as well, and a few more. Look at this beautiful onion. It's called Gelber Laie. It's a really nice white yellow onion. So this is why I wanted to harvest some seeds from this variety. Okay, so the onions that made the blossom, they are not really good for eating anymore, because they have put all of their energy into producing seeds. And yeah, so look at this one. It has a really small bulb, and it just puts the entire energy into making some seeds. Look at this one, really nice onion. So not all of them went into seeds. That's because some of them I have planted earlier than the others. So I have had some young onions left, and I planted them alongside with the old ones, and only the older ones, they produce the seeds. So if you want to produce some seeds, it's going to take much longer than the time you need for just harvesting onions. Look at this one. Look, this one stayed big even though it was going into seeds, so that's a good thing. Oh my god, look at this one. This one didn't go into seeds, and look at the size. Awesome. Okay, so after the harvest of your onions, it's important that you don't eat them right away, because right now they would be very hot. Like, not hot, it's a very spicy onion flavor, so it's too intense, and you have to let them dry in a cool place outside for about 1 week, and then you can eat them for the kitchen. Alright guys, so these are all of the onions that I harvested. Actually, these on top, the clean ones, they are from my mother's garden, and these are from this small raised bed here. And yeah, I have to say that my onions are much bigger than my mom's. And yeah, I'm really happy with the quality. This is a really nice variety of onion, and I'm definitely gonna keep the seeds, and next year I'm going to plant my onions from the seeds again. So what is the most important thing when growing onions? It's important that you know that there are 2 ways of how to grow onions. The most common way is that people buy bulbs like these in the shop, and they plant it either in springtime or in fall. And yeah, this way you will get onions pretty fast. But there's also a second way how you can grow onions. It's by the seeds. Yeah, so these are all grown by seeds, and they need a little bit longer, but that's fine by me because I have the time. And also the next thing, the big advantage of growing onions by seeds is that you will lose some diseases like viruses, which are passed on with the bulbs. But some viruses cannot get passed on with seeds, and that's one reason why you occasionally should grow your onions by seeds, because then you will lose the viruses that come with the bulbs that you buy in the shop. And that's what I did this year, and as you can see, my onions have grown really nicely. So I'm really happy with the harvest. Now, another cool thing about onions is that they are winter hardy, so you can plant them outside and you can overwinter them outside, it's no problem. Here in Austria we get -20 degrees Celsius, so here it's no problem to have the onions outside during the winter. They just make a pause in growing and then they will keep growing in spring. Okay, I also have planted onions here beside my blueberry shrubs. Let's see how this one turned out. It's really small. Yeah, the soil here is not so great. And this one was grown by a bulb. There's a lot of weeds around this onion, so maybe that's the reason why it stayed so small. So I really have to do some weeding here. Yeah, I'm really happy with my onion harvest and with the seed harvest. And pretty soon I'm going to have to harvest these beans here, dry beans. And also I want to get some seeds from the eggplant, which is doing really good this year. And here I have some fennel, and I'm growing some fennel seeds. So the fennel was really nice this year, but I didn't want to harvest it. I wanted to have some seeds. And yeah, here it's the same really. Like, they are always best before the blossom. And if you let the plants go into bloom, they will look like this, like that. And then you cannot really eat the stalks anymore. So you really have to decide if you want to harvest the crops or if you want to let them go into seeds. And in about 2 weeks this is going to be ready for the harvest. And before I end the video, I want to show you my tomatoes. Yeah, it's a jungle in here. So next year I have to prune my plants much more. Yeah, there's one more thing that I want to say about the bee hotel. So I've seen a lot of activity, not only bees but also smaller insects like flies. They like to use the really small hole with the 5 millimeters. For example, here at the corner you can see that there's something in here nesting, and they closed up the holes of the last 3 holes in the last row and even further up. So I think that's some kind of spider or maybe some fly, I don't know. So I'm really happy with my insect hotel, and I have a lot of insects which are using this as their house. And yeah, you really want to have insects because you need them for pollination of most of the crops. Okay folks, so that's it today. A bee wants to say hi to you as well. And we really want to thank you for watching, and stay tuned till next time.